for being here, and I'm here with another Monday message. Today we're going to talk about how to be more confident, which, is a huge topic. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just all be more confident? And yeah, sure, some of us naturally are a little bit more, some of us were, but then something happened and we're not anymore. But the truth is we can always bring it back, we can cultivate it, we can build that muscle. There's a lot of things that we can do to feel more confident. And today I'm going to share 4 of those tips. So the first one is, how do you talk about yourself? So a lot of times we go around saying things about ourselves that make us feel less empowered, less confident, like, I'm not good at that, or I'm always in debt, or I don't know what I'm doing, or whatever. And we just keep affirming and affirming and affirming all the things that we suck at, basically making us like all the way down here. And of course, we're not gonna have any confidence if that's how we're talking about ourselves. So it's really important to know what you're saying when you follow the words I am. I am is like affirming exactly who you are. So how about saying, I am getting this together. I am on the right path. I am working on myself, or whatever it is that you want to say. But those words I am are super important, and they actually bring our confidence up, or they can bring our confidence down. So when you're using those words, when you're talking about yourself, how are you talking about yourself? What are you saying after the words I am? Tip number 2, even when we don't feel confident, we can, I don't want to say fake it, but we can kind of start making it come in by our posture. There's this really great book that I love called Presence, which I'll link to at NikkiNovo.com. And it talks about a lot of things that we can do to show up more confidently, but one of the big ones is posture. So when I'm not feeling so good about myself, I like to sit up and put out my chest. Right when I'm like about to get on stage, and if I'm going to speak or something, I'll open up my arms, I'll lift up my neck. All of that will make you feel more confident. And it's pretty easy, and you can do it right before a meeting. You can do it when you're just feeling kind of bad, but really opening up your body, taking up more space, right? Because a person that doesn't feel confident tries to take like the least amount of space as possible. But when we feel more confident, we take up more space because we feel like we're worthy of taking up that space. So body postures, super important. The third thing I like to do is intention. I love to set the intention, right? So usually we know when we don't feel confident, like perhaps we're getting into a meeting, or we're going on a date, or we have an interview, right? Like it's usually just like a place where, it's not always easy to feel confident. But before we go into there, can we set the intention? I'm going to set the intention of when I'm going on this date, I'm going to say that I set the intention of being myself, being comfortable with who I am, and having a good time. And all of a sudden, it's like a prayer basically that we say. We're setting this intention for that moment, and all that feeling of being insecure and all that stuff goes away because we've set that intention. We told this moment what it's going to be about, okay? I'm going to go hang out with these group of friends that sometimes I feel a little insecure around for no reason really, because they love me. But I'm going to set the intention of I'm going to be open, I'm going to be comfortable, and I'm going to be myself and loving and accepting, right? And all of a sudden we've set this little prayer, we've set the intention, we said this is what this is going to be about, and all that stuff about feeling insecure goes away, okay? And the 4th tip is, remember that confidence comes and goes. It flows in and it flows out, right? You can be really confident at work, but then maybe you become a new mom and you're like, holy crap, what am I doing, right? Because confidence has to build. When we're starting something new, of course we're not going to feel confident. We're learning something, right? So it doesn't mean that we're not a confident person. Again, I am not a confident person is like the worst. It's I am learning a new skill, right? Like knowing that we're not always going to feel super secure in all new areas, because if we're not feeling insecure, then we're not growing. And that's the truth. If you're feeling like you're not confident, it's probably because you're growing. So also being aware of where you are in your life, knowing that it's not going to be like this forever, that confidence can come and it can go, and as we grow, we get stronger, and as we start things that are new, we get a little bit afraid, but that's okay. Because the truth is, you are confident. Because if you're trying something new, you're a confident person. You're somebody who believes in yourself. So just know that. So for this week's spiritual assignment, you're going to pick one of these tips and you're going to just work it. and really use it the entire week, leave me a comment at nikkinovo.com. Let me know how it's going. I would love to know how things are going for you. And remember to stay on your spiritual path. If you ever find yourself falling off, know that I'm here for you every Monday. And until next time, much love to you.